Uh-oh. We got another one. You guys are like, another what? So we have German stereotypes, opinions on Germany, German culture, and German people. This is off of Diana Vary's page. Go check her out and say, Bray Gang sent you. The Bray Gang sent you. I've been going and looking for people who have had experiences in Germany, who have been thoroughly honest in their videos and stuff like that about their experiences. We're gonna go ahead and assess what she has to say, if this is accurate, and a whole lot of other things. If you guys have not already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and we are going to assist the certified banger. That is information from Germany. Like I said, let me know in the comments down below if it's accurate, and let me know if you know, if there's anything you guys want to explain. I mean, a lot of what she's gonna say is going to probably be very similar to what a lot of the other people I've watched say, but I just want to hear it from her. I want to hear it and see what she has to say, man.
Right now, and they're just sliding all over the place. Okay, one second. Hello zusammen, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are all having a good day so far. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is Diana and I make videos all about my life as an expat living in Berlin, Germany. Nice. And we have a bit of a different background today, guys. I wanted to switch it up, give it a different angle. Let me know if you like this background better or the previous one. I still have a plant there because I love my plants, but let me know if you do prefer this one. Let me know in the comments below. But for today, we're gonna be talking about German assumptions. So assumptions about the German culture, German people, maybe some German stereotypes. And this video is possible because you guys actually helped out quite a lot. Nice. I went on my Instagram and I asked you to tell me some of your assumptions about the German culture, and you guys send a bunch of things. So I'm gonna post the question here. I'm gonna keep the username anonymous just in case people don't want to be called out for assuming certain things. But thank you so much for collaborating with me on this video. It's super helpful and I love to hear what you guys think about when it comes to Germany and Germans. So I will be checking my phone here just to make sure I got the question right, but let's go ahead and get started. And one of the first assumptions that came in, and quite a lot of people said this, was that Germans are always punctual. Now, of course, everything that I'm gonna say is based on my own experience, so I'm not like the one that knows everything about German culture, and every German of course varies. So I'm gonna be making some generalizations, but generally I'm gonna say that yes, they do value punctuality. It is important to them. So when it comes to important things like meetings, like work meetings or doctor's appointments, yes, people are very, very punctual. But when it comes to things like meeting up with friends, at least from my experience, Germans are more relaxed about this. So people will be late, you know, 10 minutes late or something. But what I do find is that they will notify you. So if they're gonna be late, oh my God, I'm so tongue-tied today. If they're gonna be late, usually they'll call or send a text message letting you know ahead of time that they will be late. But usually this punctuality stereotype is more for professional settings and not so much when you're just meeting up with a friend casually. Okay, so I'm gonna say yes, the stereotype is true, but there are certain scenarios where they apply more than others. Now the next assumption that I got is that the girls are mean, and I don't.
Oh God.
So I saw on your profile that you like to cook.
Oh, I love it. This is my specialty.
Oh my God, no.
I don't know if maybe one of you guys had a bad experience with a German girl or ex-girlfriend. I don't know what the story is there, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that this stereotype is false because I've had really good experiences with German girls. They are super nice, super welcoming, and I find that they've always made an effort to make me feel comfortable, and I think they're awesome. I really like them. I don't find them to be as catty or bitchy or competitive like girls in North America are.
Oh my God,
Trust
yes.
me, I know about that. I went to an all-girls high school, so there was a lot of bitchiness going on, and it is quite refreshing to see that the girls here are really nice and kind, and you can actually make some really good friendships here with German girls. So I would say no, they are not mean, and yeah, I love them, and I think they're super cool. So that's that one. The third stereotype that I saw is that they live to work. And I don't really think that this is true based on what I've seen. What I have noticed, however, is that Germans really respect their job or whatever field they're doing, and they're very, very hardworking. So I think that's where the assumption or stereotype comes in. But I also have noticed that they really value a work-life balance. So for them, you know, they will go to work, for instance, 9 to 5, and work hard, focus, you know, be productive, do a good job, but then they will go home and expect to have that family time or that personal time. And the two worlds don't really collide that much, so they don't expect to have to answer work emails if they're at home or if it's the weekend or if they're on vacation. They will really create that separation, and I've noticed that that is really important to them.
Okay,
and
that's cool.
Actually, employers value this quite a lot as well. They don't expect you to respond to emails outside of working hours or on vacation.
That's a good system.
Again,
that is a good system. Keep that. Keep that.
Time and place, but generally they are really hardworking. They have a strong work ethic, and they are very driven. So the next assumption is quite interesting, and nobody else wrote this except for one person, and it was an interesting one. And so this one is that they are environmentally very aware and try to make massive changes in their daily lives. And yes, I would say that this is definitely true. Moving to Germany from Canada, I've definitely noticed that people are much more aware of the impact that their day-to-day lives have on the environment. Even from very little things like carrying bags, their own bags to the grocery store instead of using plastic, buying from farmers markets, as well as recycling. They're very, very much aware of that, and they do try to make an effort. Of course, a lot of people here ride their bikes as well, and they don't own cars, at least in Berlin again. But yeah, I noticed that in their day-to-day life, the majority of them try to make that effort. Also, Germany as a whole is one of the leaders, I would say, in making good strides for the environment, whether it be through their recycling program that they have set up throughout the country, where they encourage people to bring back their bottles and have different bins set up for people to recycle properly, or whether it be through the windmills that are set up throughout the whole country for renewable energy. I do think that they make a very strong stride to be one of the leaders, so I would definitely say that yes, this is true. Also in Berlin 2 weeks ago, there was a huge protest for climate change, and something like 15,000 people gathered, and it was
big, bro.
Like crazy. It was, everyone was going, people were taking time off work to go, so I do believe that people really want to protect the environment here. And as far as I can tell, and especially coming from North America where we try but we don't really try as much, I definitely notice a difference here. This one came up a lot, and it is that Germans are cold people. I think I've answered this one before, but I don't think that this stereotype is true. This is even a stereotype that I had prior to moving here. I thought that I was gonna have a really hard time finding common ground with Germans, just because I had this idea that it would be very difficult to make friends with them and that they are very cold. But based on my experience, that is not true. Again, where I think this stereotype comes from is that they're not the most welcoming people at the beginning. For instance, you're not going to be able to make friends with them right away. You're not going to be able to get into really deep conversations right away. It really takes time for them to warm up to you, feel comfortable with you. And if you want to make friendships with Germans, you really got to put in the effort. So it's not like North America where, again, you can meet somebody at a party or meet a colleague and then expect to like hang out with them on the weekends. That's not going to happen here. It really does take some time. But once you get to know Germans, talk to them, you know, have more and more conversations, you'll see that they start to open up. That's awesome. They have an awesome sense of humor. I always talk about this because we really relate on the sense of humor. I'm sarcastic, they're sarcastic, so I really like that. But
I don't know what the deal is with everybody saying they're sarcastic. I mean, obviously we're all sarcastic to an extent, man. Like, I don't know, man. I see people like gloating about it a lot. I'm like, bro, we're all sarcastic. I know I am. Like,
if you get offended by sarcasm or you don't like that, then you might find it a bit more difficult. But based on my experience, I have not had any issues. And again, you just have to put in the work, but it actually is a lot better, I think, because you're making a lot stronger friendships that will last, I think, a lot longer, rather than just like these superficial friendships that happen in Canada and the US, where, you know, people act like they're your best friend at the very beginning and they'll say they'll meet you later for lunch or let's get together sometime, and then it never happens. So I don't like that. That's super flaky. But Germans are usually quite committed, especially if you give them time. So I would say that that assumption is not true. One of my friends just put a potato emoji. Yes, Germans love their potatoes. It's pretty much in every main dish. You'll find, you know, boiled potatoes, some sort of baked potato. You can find bread made out of potatoes. So
oh,
yes,
yeah, potato bread is so good.
Potatoes.
Oh my God.
And it's in a lot of the traditional foods that they have as well. So yes, thumbs up for potatoes. I love them, so that's no problem for me. And their potato salad is so freaking good. If you ever come to Germany, you have to go and get a potato salad. Go to the beer garden, get a potato salad. They don't make it with mayo like they do in the US. They make it with oil, and it is so delicious. Get yourself potato salad with a pretzel on the side, and you're gonna have an amazing time.
Yes.
Yes, go, get it.
Wow.
And then the last assumption I'm going to answer is that Germans are brutally honest.
And that's true.
And I'm
that
gonna
is
say
true.
Yes. This is true. So you may not be able to make friends with them right away, but if they see something about you that's a little off, or they don't agree with you, or they feel like they have to tell you something, they will not hesitate to do so. I mentioned this in one of my older videos, but a few months after starting my job here, I was speaking to one of my colleagues, and he told me that at the very beginning, he didn't like me at all. And I was very, very shocked by this because, you know, I thought I was being like very friendly to everybody, and I've never heard somebody be so honest and tell me that they didn't like me before. Now we're totally cool. That's fine. It's just a funny story now, but that's just an example of how brutally honest they can be. Also, if, you know, they don't like, let's say, your hairstyle or something like that,
they're not going to beat around the bush. They'll be like,
honest as well. If they don't really like your outfit, they might call you out on it. So yeah, they definitely don't shy away. And if they have an opinion, if they have something to say, you'll probably hear it. And you just got to have some tough skin and just play along with it, you know, laugh it off. Don't take it too personally. I mean, whatever, like, it's not a big deal. Obviously, if they're being super offensive, it is, but for the most part, it's like, it's okay, whatever. Everyone's entitled to their opinions, but just don't be surprised if they do say something that you are not expecting or something that you've never heard somebody say to you before. But that is gonna be all for today's video, guys.
Well, that was pretty much it. That's actually pretty interesting. I mean, some of the stuff was like, meh. The Germans being brutally honest thing is actually very true. A lot of the German people I've talked to, I love the fact that you guys are brutally honest. It's amazing. Honestly, it's amazing. It's refreshing to know that people don't get, they're not super sensitive. It's okay to be reasonably sensitive, but not super sensitive where it's like, bro, you can't tell me like, you can't tell me straight up what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications. Let me know if you guys saw this video to be accurate in any way, shape, or form. If that's the case, let me know in the comments down below. And I will talk to you guys later. And until the next time I see you guys again, take care. Peace. Oh, shit.